guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today we'll be doing another skincare review, and this is from Yeouth's, that's what it looks like. Glycolic acid peel 30%, professional chemical face peel with retinol green tea extract. And it supposedly gets rid of acne scars, boosts collagen production, helps with wrinkles, fine lines, sun age spots, anti-aging, gets rid of acne, all that good stuff. So supposedly it does reverse damage and signs of aging, minimize the appearance of fine lines, acne scars, and dark spots with this at-home chemical face peel that is formulated with 30% glycolic acid, retinol, and hyaluronic acid. Before I forget, and I hope you enjoy my video so far, which I will do a full review after, is that you're going to hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. All my social media accounts, including where you can get this, will be in the description section, so do check that out. And please watch the full video before you ask any questions. I'm going to put all the information in here, so it definitely has the best answers and all the freshest information. Brighten, smooth, and hydrate. Glycolic acid penetrates the skin to decongest pores. Retinol gently exfoliates to reveal new clear skin, and hyaluronic acid provides deep hydration. Minimize pores and fine lines. Minimize the appearance of pores, sunspots, and fine lines with our glycolic acid face peel intended to help maintain and promote a clear, healthy complexion. Vegan, paraben, and cruelty-free, made with naturally derived ingredients to give you the safest and most effective, high-quality, and clinically tested skincare products. And made in the USA, 100% customer satisfaction or money back. So this is what it looks like. This is the first glycolic acid I've ever tried that's over 12. And okay, so I tried it out. Before I go any further, I would recommend anytime you do anything like this, even a peel, even anything with vitamin C, anything that's brightening, glowing, or anything at all, or just if you're very fair skinned and you're prone to like freckles or something, I mean, just always put sunscreen on. It doesn't matter. But when you do something like this, make sure even when you're indoors, some lights that we have can be kind of harsh. And sometimes, like, there are some people that can, like me, that I can actually still burn while being indoors. So please still put sunscreen on. Anyway, so I used this. The very next day was awful. Like, it was awful and amazing at the same time. So I woke up, my face was just glowing. However, in the next several days, like the next 2 to 3 days, my skin was really raw and painful and red. But I also have very fair skin. My cheeks was super red. You can still see it. It has started to kind of mellow down a little bit, but yeah. So this is super strong. It's not for the faint of heart, and I've never used anything higher than 12, and even 12 for me, I think I did a review on that. If I haven't yet, I should. 12 is a bit hard, like hardcore, I think. And I think it was even a bit too much. This one, so how you use this one is you use this every other week or every 2 weeks for about 1 to 2 months, depending on your skin. If it was too much after using it for the second time, you might want to start only using it once a month. Okay? If your skin can take it, maybe extend it to a third use, or for every 2 or every other week or every 2 weeks. If your skin is still too sensitive to it, it's the minimum, I mean, the most frequently you should use, especially in the very beginning, is every 2 weeks. But let's just say the first time you use it, you might want a little bit more time in between. Like, first time you use it, maybe instead of every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. But you should only maximize it to what you can tolerate. Recommendation, 1 to 2 months. After 1 to 2 months, if you want to use it at once a month. If you're not having any adverse reaction, you can keep continuing the once a month. However, if it is a little bit too harsh, you might want to do every 5 weeks or every 6 weeks or every 7 weeks or even every 2 months or every 8 weeks. Some people might really, really need this, like, from what I've gathered, if you have a ton of wrinkles, this will definitely smooth it out. Like, my skin is, it was really painful the next half a week or more, but I noticed that my skin was glowing. It felt plumper. It was just a lot of, like, wow. I was just, if I was just looking at my skin, I would just, I mean, in the first 2 days after, 2 to 3 days, my skin looked pretty awful. Like, it was red and blotchy and it looked irritated and horrible. But then the 4th and 5th day, it was like, I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, my skin is amazing. So it took me a few days for my skin to recover, just so you know. So don't get shocked when you wake up the next morning and your skin looks awful, because it just had a chemical burn. And that's exactly what this is. A little bit goes a long way. Do not, like, overlayer it. Do not make it too thick, because that will really ruin your skin. Do a thin layer and that's it. So don't, I was terrified, but that was like, I'm going to wait it out and see what's going to happen, you know, noting it down, everything down. And I noticed close to a week almost from using it, that's when I saw the glow, just like a very fair, like, oh my gosh, it reminded me of, like, how I used to wake up when I was like 14, 15. I would just have like this, like, amazing glow, you know, just an amazing glow. Even when I was like 19, I think, or even 18, yeah, you'd have like this beautiful glow. But that's like for before you're 21. I mean, you know, your skin is still great. I mean, my skin is still great now, but definitely, I think the cutoff is 21. And you know why? Because you're physiologically, your body becomes an adult and it doesn't produce certain things like collagen and your genes it doesn't, I mean, the collagen production in your body is different after 21. And that's the reason why. Collagen isn't just like for skincare. Collagen is actually like if you got a cut, if you notice like a 12-year-old, when they get a cut, the next day it's gone pretty much. That's because their body is producing a lot of collagen versus when you're over 21. So anyway, I'm going back. So that's why I'm like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm like 18 or 16 again, you know? So, I mean, my skin definitely can glow again, okay? It just, I know I'm gonna have like a lot of people complaining and like, your skin is still glowing, you're not really 65, you know, all that stuff. Like, yes, that's all correct. But there's a big difference when you're over 21 versus under 21. Your skin is very, very different, from what I've noticed anyway. And especially postpartum, when you have a kid, your skin changes so much too. Not a lot of people talk about that. Not a lot of people talk about it. I don't know why. So just so you know, and I did put sunscreen. I had to put sunscreen multiple times in a day in the first few days because my skin really was very sensitive and my cheeks were starting to burn. So I had to, even with like artificial light, I really had to, I had to put like actually medicine on my face because I was burning. So just watch out. If you have very sensitive skin and fair skin like me, because I use a SPF 50. Yeah, it's pretty strong. I would suggest to, if you want to do an SPF 50, make sure you follow the directions in the back that says how often you apply it. I think I missed like 20 minutes and I forgot to put it on right away. And I had a little bit of a burn on I think the second day, but the first day it was good. Also, because you have a chemical peel, you have a higher chance of possibly damaging your new skin because it's not really supposed to be there yet, and we're kind of forcing them to come out. That's why it's got like a dewier look. So be very, very careful and also be gentle. make sure that the skincare that you use after you use this I would suggest in the next few weeks, it should be something that wouldn't irritate your skin, because if it will, that could be detrimental to your skin, and we don't know how bad it's going to go, and you might have some bad side effects that will become scars or something like that. We don't want that, okay? I don't want that. So please be very careful on the skincare products that you put on your face. If it starts to burn, wash it off right away. This never felt like it burned when I applied it, not once. I think I used a different one that felt like it was burning, and it was like a 10 or a 12. But this one, it didn't even tingle anything. So I really didn't think much about it. And then the next morning, that's when it's like, oh my God, my face. It was awful. Like I felt like it was just so weird. And then a few days after, for whatever reason, like I felt like, oh, my nose was very oily, which is very shocking. But that happened too. So like the first, I would say 3 to 4 days for me has been hell. But afterwards, it's just, wow. It made me think really, like, should I keep doing it? Like, it feels like I want to keep doing it, but I'm like, I just remembered though, you know, the first 3 to 4 days has been hell. Like, do I really want to keep doing this? Should I not? Like, that's something that I wouldn't really recommend if you're uncomfortable. But then you do have like 2 weeks or even 3 weeks to think about, or you can do it once a month if you want to. So for me, I don't even know how often I'm going to use it, but I have seen that after the bad part, like the beginning stage, the reward is amazing. Amazing. My skin is just glowing. It's brighter. It definitely has lightened up some freckles. It has helped with breakouts. I wouldn't say it prevented all breakouts, but it really did help, because I had like a breakout, and let's say I broke out on Monday and I applied this on a Wednesday or a Thursday. The breakout didn't seem that visible anymore after. It took a few days, but yeah, you know. This didn't make me break out. I didn't really have, when I put this on, it wasn't burning, it wasn't itchy, there was no any issues. But the next few days was really, really painful. I mean, I think this is supposedly, you know, professional grade, and there's even ones that are much higher, which I think there are people like, you know, like those people you see that are like their faces look like their faces was peeled off. That's what would happen if you go get a chemical peel at like either a dermatologist. Well, my family physician actually does stuff like that, or a dermatologist. I think they do that. Certain dermatologists, or like a plastic surgeon kind of place, they also do that too. So that's what it is. Like, I think their percentage is much higher though. Like, I don't think you can sell that like to the everyday people, to the local market or anything, because that's pretty dangerous. Like, if someone isn't trained to use that, that could have some serious damage. So I think my skin is okay with this, but I don't know if I could do it very frequently. That's just me being honest. For what it says, it really does a phenomenal job. I do give it 2 thumbs up, and I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. If you're looking for a glycolic acid, and I hope you heard everything that I said. I know I detailed as much as possible, and I remember I did repeat it because sometimes people tend to not listen, and I don't want you guys to get angry when I'm saying it over and over again, that do not lay it on thick. A little bit goes a long way. Always put sunscreen on multiple times in a day, even if you're indoors, especially on the first week. In the next, if you're going outdoors, I would still say apply sunscreen whenever needed. If you are indoors, still apply a sunscreen whenever needed. If you're going to get into this kind of lifestyle, always have sunscreen in your purse when you leave and also at home, because if not, this will be very detrimental to your skin, and we wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. Make sure your skincare regime is up to par afterwards. Make sure you moisturize. Make sure you use the right moisturizer for you that is gentle yet very hydrating or moisturizing, because peels and anything with acid, anything brightening and stuff like that, they can be drying. Regardless if it says, oh, it has hyaluronic acid, okay. You still need to add that up because it can tend to be drying and everybody's skin's slightly different. So please do that. As much as possible, please always have sunscreen. I cannot emphasize that enough. I'm always terrified someone's going to have like a very horrible reaction when they use something like this. So please do that. If you guys have any other questions, let me know down in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys all the time, and I hope you like my video, my review, and more information about this product, that you're going to hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. All my social media accounts, including where you can get this, is in the description section, so do check that out. Also, if any other questions that I did not provide, let me know down in the comments section below. I'll try to answer them if I know them. If I do not know them, because I put everything in the video, we'll figure it out together, okay? Thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.